Now, let's go into the episode of The Young and the Restless that aired on February 5th. It has fans worried and, naturally, therefore, the most powerful. Read the recap here to learn about Victor Newman's conversation with his daughter Victoria about the certainty of his death. He survived after figuratively dodging a gunshot from Ian Ward, but how many more times can anybody escape death? Audiences were quick to assume that Victor's impending death was hinted at by the fatalistic speech. Actor Eric Braeden has had a tough go of it recently, battling bladder cancer, losing his 45-year home in the Los Angeles wildfires. And what a runny nose for a character he plays, Victor. The Emmy winner has been in the role for over 40 years, and the character has been shot, harpooned, stabbed, poisoned, and presumed dead so many times that the local paper keeps his obituary on standby. Thankfully, Victor appears to be unbreakable, as does his actor, according to a recent interview. He assured TV Insider that he has no plans to retire. "I don't want to," he said simply. When the veteran actor first joined the soap on the recommendation of friend Abney Coleman, he was not happy about playing one-dimensional villains in primetime. However, William J. Bell, co-creator of The Young and the Restless, changed Braden's tune by giving Victor a backstory that gave the Machiavellian mogul more complexity and a reason to continue. "It's simple for me to play, I enjoy it, and I disagree with a lot of Victor Newman's techniques, but the emotional components are there, so I'm very lucky that Braden mentioned it." Genoa City has had its share of turmoil, but neither the citizens nor viewers of The Young and the Restless were prepared for the prospect of Victor Newman's reign ending after decades. Actor Eric Braden's iconic portrayal as soap opera mainstay Victor, a formidable force in the corporate world, has been the subject of increasing rumors that the legendary Victor Newman is reportedly reaching the conclusion of his story, with recent episodes hinting at health problems, power changes, and family betrayals. His admirers are understandably worried, yet Has Genoa City really lost its monarch at this moment, or is Victor only executing another brilliant power move? The sudden deterioration of Victor's health over the last several weeks is cause for grave worry. People have seen little shifts, periods of bewilderment, forgetfulness, and situations when the hitherto unstoppable mogul seemed uncharacteristic. Fans and members of his family find it unnerving that the Newman patriarch, who has always exuded an air of fragility, is showing signs of weakness. In the midst of a tense meeting at Newman Enterprises last week, Victor shockingly forgot what he was saying. This has put Mickey, ever the devoted wife, on high alert, and she has been quietly confiding in Nick and Victoria about Victor's strange behavior. At first, they disregarded it, reasoning that Victor has faced more challenges than most men and always come out on top. However, as the signs became more frequent, the Newman children began to worry that their father's legendary resilience might not be enough. In the middle of the phrase, in the midst of Newman Enterprises' power struggle, a prolonged hush fell over the boardroom as he refocused his thoughts. His frustration was palpable, but he tried to brush it off, but his family's worry was too great to ignore. Word on the street is that Victor is having health problems, and the sharks are starting to circle. The chance has presented itself to Victoria and Adam, who are both power-hungry in their own ways. Nate has shown that he has ambitions of his own, the corporate empire, and Nick, while he is hesitant to do so, realizes that someone needs to step up. Who will succeed Victor, whose empire he has labored to establish for decades, becomes a more urgent topic with the airing of each new episode. Without a doubt, Victoria Adam, the outcast, views this as his opportunity to atone for his previous betrayals and establish himself as the true heir to the Newman family business. But her vicious streak has caused even her father to doubt her leadership abilities. Might end up costing him. Nick, who has never had much of a stake in the corp game, may find himself compelled to assume the role of reigning CEO in order to shield the firm from his brother's plots. Despite his recent fall from grace, Nate is still involved. Could he figure out a way to take over? And what about Victor? Despite all the red flags, is he prepared to step down? Or is he testing his children to see who can pull off the ultimate betrayal? In typical Adam manner, he is prepared to go to any lengths to get control of inside sources, or, alternatively, he takes a chance on Victor's influence appearing fading away. Spoilers and theories around Die Hard. A lot of people think Adam is going to do something very bold soon, and it may end up becoming Victor's undoing or solidifying his position as his successor. There are differing opinions on whether Adam is plotting a covert corporate takeover via shell business or whether he is trying to use Victor's health problem as a pretext to be removed as CEO. However, Adam remains unaware of this possibility. Victor confronted Adam directly in a shocking scene that aired this week, using a deep, foreboding tone to say, "You think I don't see what you're doing, son? You've learned a lot from me, but not enough." This has fans wondering if Victor simply warned Adam that he knows about his betrayal, and if so, what kind of revenge does he have planned? Here's where things get interesting. What if Victor's recent health problems are all a part of a grand scheme? We've seen this kind of thing happen before. Victor is a master manipulator and strategist unlike any other. Some fans think that his confusion and memory lapses could be a lie. Instead, he could be testing his family's loyalty and finding out who is really on his side and who is waiting for him to fall. If that's the case, then Adam would be the perfect foil. Imagine the ultimate Victor Newman moment. Just when everyone thinks he's weak, just when they think they've outmaneuvered him, he pulls the rug out from under them. This could end with Victor standing tall, exposing his family's betrayals and delivering a classic Newman monologue that leaves them all stunned and silent. Nate and Victoria might find themselves walking straight into his trap. The most terrifying possibility is that this is the end of the world, and what will happen if Victor really departs? The role of Victor Newman has been performed by Eric Brady since 1980, making him one of the most popular daytime TV characters. Fans are on the fence about what would happen to Gina City if Victor really left the program, whether it's because of retirement, sickness, or the ultimate Yander twist. Soap opera fans have different opinions on whether Victor should stay or go. Some think he's necessary for Yander's survival, while others think he could usher in a new era where Victoria Adam or an unexpected character like Kyle Nate could rise to power. Then there's the chance that Victor could fake out and return in a dramatic fashion a year later. Either way, his departure would be a major turning point in the show's history. The Young and the Restless has fans on the edge of their seats with its tantalizing hints about Victor's future, but they haven't revealed anything conclusive. One thing is certain though, Victor Newman isn't the kind to go down without a fight, whether this is the end of his reign or simply another masterstroke. Despite rumors to the contrary, Victor Newman's health condition has not gone away, and Genoa City and daytime television will never be the same without him. So folks, what do you think? Stay tuned, because in Victor Newman's world, nothing is ever as it seems. Genoa City has seen its fair share of heartbreak, but nothing could have prepared fans for Victor Newman's latest bombshell. In an episode destined to go down in the Young and the Restless history, Victor delivered news so devastating that it left fans sobbing, clutching tissues, and reeling in disbelief. It all began with an ominous meeting at Newman Enterprises. The dimly lit office, the flickering city skyline in the background, and the tension in Victor's piercing gaze set the stage for the emotional hurricane that was about to strike. Nikki, Victoria, Nick, and Adam sat in stunned silence, their expressions shifting between fear and confusion. They had been summoned, but none of them could have predicted the gut-wrenching revelation about to escape Victor's lips. "I wish I didn't have to tell you this," Victor finally said, his voice a low tremor that sent chills down spines. "But we have lost someone dear to us, someone who meant everything." Gasps rippled through the room. The air grew heavy. Victoria's hand flew to her mouth, while Nikki clutched her pearls, eyes already glistening with tears. Nick's jaw clenched, and Adam leaned forward, his hands gripping the edge of the desk, bracing himself for impact. Victor exhaled sharply before dropping the bombshell. "It's Adam's son, Connor. He's gone." Silence. A dreadful, suffocating silence. Then, like a dam breaking, the emotions flooded the room. "No," Adam whispered, his voice raw with disbelief. "No, that's not possible." His fingers trembled as he reached for his phone, desperate to call Chelsea, to hear her say it wasn't true.